hate
how Pocahontas lost her land.
Basically, it's starting. It started when Trump first took office.
We want your land.
It was like, we want Greenland.
Too bad.
He like outright said Greenland will be a part of the United States, and Greenland was like, no, I don't know why he's saying that. We never said that.
Greenland's like, what?
We have had no conversations.
No one has. Greenland's like, no one's talked to us in years. No one.
We're just over here minding our business.
Half people don't even know we have land.
It's all about the mineral rats.
I thought Greenland was just ice. Why do we need Greenland?
Yeah, it's backwards. Iceland is green and Greenland is ice.
It's something about the minerals. Like there's not. Listen, I don't know enough about it, but you could probably deep dive on it.
Greenland has rocks. We want the rocks.
They care about minerals because the whole freaking Ukraine thing when they were like, yeah, we're gonna
bring back ice to Iceland.
he definitely thinks Iceland is full of ice.
I don't know where I'm at between twos.
Yeah. Oh, drum rolls.
Famous words of Helen Keller.
What?
Jeez. Oh.
You know that Barstool show that Caleb dude does, like the Sunday conversations?
Yes.
He did one with Sophie Cunningham today. And he was like, who's the most famous person you can take to the rack? And she was like, I have one, but it's a bad joke. He was like, nope, gotta say it. She was like, Helen Keller. And he's like, you think you could take Anne Frank off the bounce?
Jeez. These jokes. And this is the Who Effing Knows podcast. I'm Patty V, Dave Rainey, Aaron Poole, a.k.a. Pooley. We're going to try and be more structured tonight. That's not going to work, but we're going to try because we owe you guys, the viewers and the listeners, a little bit more structure. It is the Who Effing Knows podcast. We're going to go all over the place. We're going to talk about a lot of things, but I think tonight we actually have topics that we're going to run through. Should we like tease the topics? Is that what podcasts do?
We could, but knowing us, we might tease them and never get to them.
That's true.
But we could tease them and then you have to find out. You have to stay till the end to find out if we get to them or not.
Who knows? High level. What topics you got?
I got subscriptions are bullshit.
Okay.
We need an age limit on driving.
Okay.
And that's it. I put technology, but that was yours.
Hey,
Just so I know.
I'm tired of using technology.
Oh, yeah?
Why don't you sit down on top of them? Sorry. Well, listen, that's the words, okay? It's not gay. If
Just a messenger.
Yeah. It's not gay if I'm just repeating stuff, okay? Say it back to me.
Whisper.
Jesus.
Sweet nothings in my ear.
My topic was about technology and its impact on individuals. And that can go a lot of different ways. So we'll see where it goes. I have an idea in mind and we'll definitely bring that up when we get there. What do we start with?
I can rant from the beginning if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, just do that.
Oh.
You can rant.
It landed on subscriptions?
Yeah.
All right, I got it. No, so subscriptions, bullshit. And I'm not even talking, we've done this before. We've done the conversation of TV subscriptions. I'm not even talking about that. That's a whole nother world, a whole nother issue. I'm talking about just everything needing a subscription these days. So I'm trying to buy some new fitness stuff for the house, right? I wanted a punching bag. I wanted a new, like not a Peloton, but like that. I have a studio bike, but I wanted a new one. And I'm like, all right, the punching bag thing was like $800. Studio bike was whatever. Like, I don't mind paying the prices, but I'm going to pay for it over however many months. I'm like, I could do that. And then, the punching bag needs a $40 subscription for the classes that come with it. The studio bike needs a $50 subscription for those classes. I already have my weight set at the house that has the subscription for those classes. Why are we making it so hard to just be fit? This is the problem with this country, okay? We're people worried about McDonald's and everything being too expensive. We need to worry about these exercise classes being too expensive, okay? The gyms are $70 unless you go to like Planet Fitness. It's too expensive to be healthy in this country.
Did you pay it?
No, I did not. It's just too much.
At what point is it more cost efficient to just hire a personal trainer?
Probably. But my issue has always been like, I don't have any gyms really close to me. And like the closest gym takes me like 20 minutes to get to, and I'm just not going to go. Like, I know me. So I'm trying to take that barrier out, which it works with the weights at the house. But I like doing some cardio. I don't like to run. So I don't want to just go run around the neighborhood. which seems like that's what's going to happen because it's free. But
Well, it sounds like your issue is more that you need guidance and you don't want to pay for the guidance. Because like you could buy the stuff and not have to take these classes. Like you could just develop your own routine regimen and go about it that way.
I could, but like I don't know. I've had, so in the past, the studio bike that I have had the classes and I stopped paying for it after a while because I just didn't use it as much as I wanted to. Or I started working too much and I just wasn't using it. So, but when I did it, when I had the classes, I was using it and I enjoy that. Like I enjoy the coaching aspect of it. And like the boxing, I'm sure you've seen it. It's like that fight camp thing where it's like, it's got the sensors. It's almost like a Peloton for boxing. And I've wanted a punching bag in the garage, but part of it is like, then I got to go find, like you're saying, I got to go find the class, like a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And
so it's almost like you want the community aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to pay for it.
Yeah. I don't mind. I will pay. I would pay for it, but like, I don't want to pay for all of it at one time. Like I said, like if I just paid like outright for the bike, and I wasn't also going to be paying, like the bike is expensive. The bike's like two grand.
Yeah, they're expensive.
I'm not going to just go drop $2,000 a day on an exercise bike. So like I'm going to pay it off, but I can't be paying $50 a month for the bike itself and $50 a month for the classes on top of all the other bills and then the other subscriptions that I have to pay for. It's like everything is a subscription. Why can't, if they offered me like, hey, $300 gets you like a lifetime thing, I'd be like, okay, I'll do it. Like, so like Apple does that for like their editing software, like the video editing software.
Mm-hmm.
You can pay $10 a month for it, or you just pay $300 lifetime. I'd much rather just pay the $300. Even if I don't use it for the rest of my life, I would do it.
Yeah. Businesses don't want you to do that though.
No, I know.
No business. And this is across more. I mean, you talked
this
about
is kind of why I wanted to bring it up because I felt like you had some.
Yeah, this is across everything. I mean, if you think about it, like even like Disney Plus is one that comes to mind
Mm-hmm.
where I think it was Bob Iger came out. He's the CEO of Disney or whatever you want to call him. Whatever his freaking title is, they don't matter. He came out and basically said like the premium subscriptions, even if you think of someone who's still paying annually, right? The premium subscriptions that don't have ads, they don't even like that because then they can't make as much revenue. They still want you. They're just trying to maximize as much revenue as possible. So they want the subscription and they want advertisers to pay them to advertise and they still want you to get the ads. Just like, you're talking about where like people aren't going to want you to pay a flat rate because then they can't keep getting money out of you. So they want to lock you into a subscription. And then what happens is they continue to up that subscription because what it is it's a company and they're looking at their bottom dollar. Their board's saying, hey, we need more. And they're raising prices year over year. It's across the board. I said Disney Plus, you're talking about fitness. I mean, it's in every industry though.
Yeah, it was just a month ago where YouTube TV was back at it again with Disney and ESPN. And of course it happens just like it did the year before, right before football season. And then people are freaking out because it was 2 whole weeks of no ESPN, no Disney. And like someone like myself, I got kids, so I use it too, but it's mainly for the sports. And then now they're starting to finally come out that they're in works with having just a YouTube TV sports package, which appeals more to the masses, but then it goes back to the same thing with the bottom line. It's like, well, maybe they left, but if we did the sports package, maybe they'll come back and then we'll have this at this set point and then we'll slowly start increasing it. But it's just like you have it and then it just slowly increases and increases. And then ESPN goes and they're like, you got to fight for us. And then it's like, well, why are we fighting YouTube TV for y'all to try to figure this out? Right. Like this should be a y'all company versus company. Shouldn't have the consumer have to go fight to get fair prices.
It's just greed. It's greed and it's capitalism at the end of the day. And I know that like we celebrate that in this country and I'm not trying to make this political because I think that can be a good thing, but like it really ruins a lot of things. Like it's not to make this about college football because we already did this. It's ruining college football right now. There's no rules and regulations about that. Group of 5 versus Power 5 now. I mean, the Power Conference has all the money. ESPN's funneling things here. There's no rules and regulations around transfer portals. So like they're forcing things that way. It's ruining that. It's ruined. Let's pick another one. Adobe Cloud.
Oh my God!
You
Don't even get started, dude.
You used to just be able to buy what you wanted. When I was younger, I bought Photoshop. I just bought Photoshop.
Yeah.
I had it. I didn't have to pay a subscription. Now, if you don't pay a subscription, you can't use it.
Yeah,
you cannot just buy it anymore. And it's not just that. It's QuickBooks. It's almost every product that you can buy. Every technology.
Adobe might be the biggest scam on the face of the earth. It's like with something we need. for what we do. It's $65 a month for all the apps, and you only use like 3 of them. But it's like they obviously, they've done enough research. They know what apps these type of people are going to use, and you can't just buy the 3 apps you need. The only way to get those 3 apps is to pay for the full $65 a month, and it's nuts. And like they've got like Affinity just put out I think they bought Canva or something, and they just put out like a free program that they say is going to be free forever, which we'll see. But it's everything. It's like Canva, it's Photoshop, like it's Lightroom, and it's free, and it gets you like 85% of the way there. So it's kind of like what are you willing to give up for saving $65 a month? Like, can you work with 80% of what you have?
Yeah.
And like, I didn't mind the subscriptions at first. I was like, it is what it is. But now when it was just the streaming stuff, I'm like, whatever, that's fine. But now it's everything, man. You can't even get an app like on an app store without there being a subscription. And like MyFitnessPal, like you can get away with the free version, but like even that is like, hey, get this subscription. I'm like, is this really an app that needs a subscription? Like,
yeah,
come on, man. Like it's too much. And we've had the conversation in the past where you were like, they do it because they know you're going to pay for it, and it's finally reached the point for me where I'm like, I can't pay for it. And it's not like I'm not hurting for money or anything, but it's like, dude, like we got to start making decisions now. And
companies are gonna fail because of that too, especially because the economy and inflation and all these things. People are having to make hard choices on what they're paying for. Yeah, and subscriptions are gonna go. Like people are gonna give up a lot of this stuff. Yeah, these companies are gonna die.
Do we think it goes like we go back to what do you go back to? Because I don't think it's ever gonna be like, oh, you own this product, here's some stuff.
No,
especially like these, like what I'm talking about, like the fitness, they have to pay the coaches some kind of way. So like, I get it. Like it's a gym membership, but it's almost like you have to choose like between a gym membership and these things. You can't, like, you just can't afford both. It's crazy. And I would even do it if they did a year at a time. I like the ones that are like, hey, you can save $50 if you just buy it for a year. I'll do that. Like, I think I do that with Peacock.
Yeah.
But this one, like some of them don't even offer that. It's like, it's $50 a month and this is what it is.
Yeah. Which that I don't understand, because coming from an industry where like I worked with customers, in like the first company I worked at, we did monthly subscriptions, but then we heavily pushed the annual. And then I got to other companies where it's like, hey, we're not pushing monthly, we're just doing annual. And then it turns into, hey, we're pushing 2 and 3 years. Like it helps these companies long term to be able to project, hey, we're going to have this much revenue coming in year over year. So if you're doing month to month and somebody can easily get out month over month, you have no idea what you can assume, but based on like, churn rate and all these other things. But like, it makes more sense for them to do monthly and for them to incentivize it for the end user. So I don't get that part. But, I mean, to do annual and incentivize it.
There was a whole Black Mirror episode about subscription. This lady had to have brain altering surgery, and she was basically on her deathbed. So they had a company come out and say, we can offer this for this amount of money, and it's totally free. So then they get the procedure, and then she has it, and then all of a sudden they give her the rundown. And they're like, it's free. And then a few months pass, and then they have another meeting with her, and they're like, all right, now we're going to roll out, it is subscription based, and they price it out, and they say you can go this far, and then because it's based off of signals or whatever. And then a few months later, like, now we have this premium, it's an upgrade from this, and then she can go a little bit further and do a little bit. And then they start running ads in her head. And then they're like, if you want no ads, you could upgrade to blah, blah, blah. And she like,
telling you,
it's like, at what point does it, I mean, I doubt it ever gets to that extreme, but it's just like, I don't see it regressing by any means. People are just going to keep pushing it until people eventually say no, and then they'll come down in price a little bit. And
it sucks. Cause it's like, I want to use your product. It looks cool. I think I would enjoy it, but you're just pricing me out of it. And like you said, like I can just buy, I can go buy $100 punching bag, but like yours look like, I like yours. I like the way it works.
Yeah. The fact that they're charging $800 because it's a premium bag and there's
it comes with a bunch of different things. It's not the bag itself. Like the bag plus a few sets of gloves.
That's what I'm saying. It's like their specific product. And I get that because it connects to their, system. But like once you pay that $800, you would assume that you're not going to then have to pay $30 a month, $40 a month to be a part of this class.
Or at least so like when I bought the original exercise bike, we don't have to stick on this much longer, but when I bought the original one, I bought it. Like they did a Black Friday thing where it was like, all right, this is the bike. The bike's not on sale, but we'll give you 3 years of the class for free.
Yeah.
So it was like you weren't saving money on the bike, but you saving $300 because you weren't having to pay for the classes for 3 years. I was like, hell yeah.
That makes sense.
And then after the 3 years was up, I was like, yeah, I'll pay for it. Like you've locked me into, like you've got me to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm like, okay, this is part of my life now. Like I'm not going to just not use it anymore.
I think that makes total sense. That feels like a much more consumer friendly approach. Companies don't care about that. They should, because it does build brand loyalty, and there's a lot of other ways you can look at this. But people, honestly, executive these days, stupid. Boards, stupid. They don't look at things that matter long term. They look at 1 year, 2 years. We'll figure it out after that.
That's a whole different conversation. Like, and it's kind of changing subjects, but people just assume like because these people are running companies and they have all this money that they're geniuses. I was listening to, I've said it a bunch of times, listen to the Levitard show, and they have Dominique Foxworth on there a lot. And he was like the head of the union at one point. And he was like, I used to think all these people were so smart. And then I sat across the table from Jerry Jones and realized I'm smarter than all of these people.
Dude, no bullshit. And I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I've worked in the tech industry for a while. And there's some people who ended up with money that didn't have a lot of money at first, that were great at fundraising, and they exited with a lot of money, and they were really smart. There's other people fundraised, and they came in and they thought they were the smartest person in the room, and they have tanked their business, and now everybody's looking at them like, "Hey, dude, you're an idiot."
Yep.
And it happens all the time. And those are just the very simple ones. Mm-hmm. There's also a lot of CEOs out here that were really good at talking to people and got money funneled to them, and they able to start a really cool business with a really cool idea. And then they snorted it away in cocaine, and they went and partied, or they slept with their co-founder's wife. Like, there's so many stories of this nonsense in the world. Just because people have money doesn't make them anything.
Nope. It also makes like you can just be good with money and be like business smart, but you might not. We all know people that are like smart in certain areas, but they're not book smart. They're just dumb. They're like the outside. They have no common sense. They're just stupid people. But in this one specific thing that might make them a ton of money, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But there's other areas where they fall short and ruin it. So they need to be smart enough to get out of their own way sometimes. I have this really great idea. I built this really cool thing. I suck at these other things, but I don't realize it. And I'm just going to run everything into the ground.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the problem too. It's they get, a lot of these are family businesses. So the dad gets dumped off, and then the son who just is just mooching off the money and then doing whatever. He's like, yeah, I guess I'll take over now. And then he just has absolutely no clue how it's being run. Because Jerry Jones his sons are his family's involved, but he eventually talks about it all the time. He wants it to be a family business and to just pass it down generation to generation. And they don't care about it.
It's funny. That's a whole nother thing. Like the Cowboys in general, if you look at them, that's just people don't think of them as a poorly run organization. Terribly run.
Yeah.
Every year. It's something new. And they haven't won a title since the 90s, and they've been living off that forever. I mean, they're just good enough sometimes to be relevant.
Yeah. But as if you look at it as a business,
this is fair.
It doesn't matter. Like what they do on the field doesn't matter because the brand just gets. It's almost like them losing makes the brand it. And I think Jerry Jones has mentioned that. He's like, I would rather. People have asked, like, do you think Jerry Jones, if he could be guaranteed that he's like the lead topic of every sports show for the next like 5 years, would he choose that over a Super Bowl? And people say, like, a lot of people that know him say yes, because that drives the value of the team up like crazy. Like I would assume, I'm not even, maybe there's like some overseas soccer teams that are worth close to that, but it's got to be the Cowboys and then a huge drop off between the next. Maybe the Lakers were up there.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to look at it. I feel like I've looked at it before. There's a few teams that are pretty high up there with the Cowboys, but the Cowboys is definitely one of the top brands. Yeah,
we were talking a little bit about technology. You might as well just go straight into your topic here. I'm very interested in it.
Yeah, so this the generic like high level thing was just technology, right, and how it's impacting our lives. But me specifically, I was thinking along the terms of like what things like social media have done to people's lives. Specifically, when I think of that, I think of Reels and TikTok and people's attention span shortening. But I also think of situations where so many things are accessible now that weren't accessible before. I hear stories all the time of like, oh, so-and-so got caught sliding into so-and-so's DMs, and like, oh, this person's married and they were caught, DMing this person and this, and this. And it's like, in the 70s and 80s, if you were at your house drinking one night, you didn't randomly DM some hot girl just because you saw a picture of her, right? Like it wasn't accessible. So yes, you may have been a person that when drunk may have done some stupid things, but it wasn't in front of you. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like just that aspect has changed people's lives. And then the attention span thing was another aspect I was thinking about too. So I was just curious, like what we thought of that. I mean, I don't have numbers or stats, but I'm just like thinking of it holistically. And I'm just like, man, like it's crazy, me being born in the late 80s and going through the different type of life that I've gone through and just seeing the different type of access that we have. And now I have kids and they're like on their tablets and, now I'm worried about stimulation and like overstimulation. And you see it with, even us sometimes, like we differ in things. Like you'll say something sometimes and I'll be like, man, I feel like that's just because we grew up slightly different. Like you have a slightly shorter attention span when it comes to this. You get bored with this quicker and you move to this. And then it just blows my mind, like thinking of where we're headed, I think.
It was like, you talked about like just growing up differently. It wasn't a legit argument, but my wife, she was arguing with my future brother-in-law because we got on the weird discussion. This was a couple days ago. Their gift to my 4-year-old son was like a Nerf gun, like a machine gun Nerf gun.
Yeah.
And she was just like, she just shook her head and she was like, that, you could play with it with daddy. Because at first she didn't want him to do anything with the gun. And but she's like, now, you could play with it with daddy now. And it just turned, next thing you know, it's like 15-minute conversation with him just going back and forth. Like, well, what age do you think it's appropriate to have this? Well, what age do you think it's appropriate to have this? And then, my wife's just like, look, it's such a different time nowadays with the access to everything and like what they can get into and what they can see online. Like, yeah, it may have been an appropriate, gift back then, or it may have been more accepted back then. But now because there's videos of this out, all that could have been happening back then, but because no one was around to record it and post it somewhere and share it somewhere, you couldn't really have access to it. But now that it is, I don't want to say like it's like a fear mongering type of thing, but it's just, it puts visually in your face like, hey, there is stuff out there that may not be acceptable, and it's just to each their own. But he's like, well, I had a pocket knife when I was 6, and I had when is he going to have a BB gun? When is he going to have this? And it's just like, it's to each their own. When it gets to a point where you're like, okay, he can understand it and he can kind of know about it, there's an importance to that too. But there's also an importance, like, not everybody needs to have it just because you had it back then.
Yeah, I think that's two different conversations in a sense. Like, one, it's parenting, right? It's understanding when your child's ready for that stuff, and every kid's going to be different. And number two, it's on the other end, understanding like old ways don't have to be current ways.
Yeah.
Current ways don't have to be future ways. Like, everything doesn't have to be the same all the time. We're not meant to be the same people every generation. If so, there'd be a lot of bad things still happening. I mean, there's still bad things happening in the world. There'd be a lot. I almost made a horrible joke, but we're going to stay away from that one. Yeah, I mean.
Well, we talked about it, I don't know if that's where you were headed, but where my head went too is like, what happened to the political figure spoke with Charlie Kirk. The whole thing happened. It was just ease of access. Like, you could have a kid that can go in a rabbit hole that he just pulls up his phone. He's like, oh, there's that. And then all of a sudden they start learning about the shooter. Then all of a sudden they start talking the details of the gun, and then they start looking in the gun. And then it's just like that, boom, 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 boom. And it's just instantly all within 10, 15 minutes versus, like you said, 30, 40 years ago, you have to watch the news, or you have to, it's such a slow intake of what is actually out there and what you could find. The internet wasn't easily as accessible. And so it is kind of terrifying to just know that it is just at your fingertips at all times. And it's only going to get, I don't want to say worse, but it's just only going to get easier.
Yeah.
Especially with AI and just what it can help you with. And you see all these commercials now. I saw the one with I think it was the whatever the Microsoft's version of AI is, but it's talking about the HOA thing. And they're like, analyze this picture. And they're like, tell me, here's the HOA guidelines. Tell me what I can improve on. They're like, I would slightly move your inflatable so that's not over the neighbor's yard. It's just like, just talking to AI and you could just that fast.
Dude, it's kind of funny, and not to go down the HOA rabbit hole. I've done that already, where I've put my HOA guidelines into ChatGPT and been like asked questions because people do things in the neighborhood that get mad at other people, and I'm like, how do I argue against this motherfucker?
Say it in a polite way.
I don't know. I
Passive
just want to know the rules normally because it's like a legal document, and sometimes it's written funny, and you got to really comb through it. But anyways, neither here nor there.
As you started talking, like you asked the question, then as you started talking, it kind of made me realize like how quickly this conversation has shifted. Like I feel like 2 or 3 years ago was like, what is the technology of effect on kids? And I think we've already moved past that. Where like, all right, kids are going to have technology. Now the conversation is, what are you giving them access to?
Yeah,
like we're past the point. Kids are getting technology, and like to play devil's advocate, I was always kind of like, I don't want my kid to have a tablet that young. But then like we gave it to him, and we got him the Amazon one that only has the kids apps on it, so he can only access certain things, and he's learned so much.
Yeah,
like it's got like Disney Plus on there and stuff, but it's got like the kids profile on Disney Plus, so he's just on there like watching National Geographic like all day long. It's like he's learning stuff. I'm like, all right, I see the benefit of the technology.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's how you have to be with the technology part of it. Like you just got to embrace it. Like it's happening. So you embrace it, and you just have to be careful about what you give them access to. Like I found that he ended up on YouTube one day, and I guess there was like some kind of like, if you click through enough videos, you can end up on like actual YouTube. So I found out how to cut that off. Cause I was like even YouTube though, I'm like, there's stuff on YouTube that he can watch and learn from, but then like he gets these videos, I'm like, I don't know what this is, and I don't like it.
You just nailed it on the head though with YouTube, whether it's because there is kids YouTube and there's whatever, and there's all these things you can put in place. No matter what threshold and what bumper rails guards you put in place, they can find other things. It'll eventually keep going until they're on some weird ass video. Yeah. And we just took YouTube off.
Yeah, like, even some of it is like they're kids, they're meant for kids. And I'm like, I don't like how this video is talking to you right now.
It's weird.
It's like
an adult playing with like action figures, and you're just like,
exactly. It's always. I bet you we're all talking about the same kind of like the same videos. I'm like, I don't like that. You ain't watching that.
Yeah, it's always someone from like, not that this matters, but it's always someone from some other country that barely speaks the language, and it's really awkward, and like the way they're interacting with their children feels weird. It's just very weird.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know if I meant to tell like my son that like say it, but I was like, I don't like this. Like I just straight up told him I don't like you watching this, and I don't know if I meant to tell him that, because then he asked me why, and I couldn't really explain it.
We just do it all the time.
I didn't know how,
it's weird.
Yeah, I
can't explain it.
I didn't know how to explain it. I was just like, I don't like it. Yeah. Like that was my explanation. And there's plenty of times where I'm like, my explanation to things is I don't like it. Yeah. Like I don't know.
And that's kind of become our, I don't know about you, that's kind of become our threshold. Because she could still watch YouTube. Like it's on the TV and she'll ask to watch YouTube and be like, yeah. And then, but she knows like if she's watching something and I hear it and I'm like, that's weird, and be like, hey, cut it off. Put something else on. Like,
yeah. But like he's about to be 3 in March. He has gotten to the point now where he steals his brother's tablet. He goes hide behind the bed because he doesn't think anybody can see him, but he's got it loud as can be, and we all know where he's at. And he's learned how to unlock the tablet, get to this one Paw Patrol game, and he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's moving the trucks around. Like he's 3 years old, and I'm like, they're fighting over one tablet now. I'm like, do I have to buy my 2-year-old a tablet now because he knows how to work it? And like, I don't want to deal with is it worth it? Like, do I get him a tablet just so I don't have to deal with them fighting anymore? Like,
no, that's on you.
We did buy him for Christmas. We're getting him one of those Tony box things. You seen those?
I love those. Yeah, we have it.
Oh, do you? Does she uses it? She likes it?
We used it for years. We still use it occasionally, but
supposedly
we use it all the time.
Yeah, supposedly the new one. We got him the Tony box 2. It's like meant for, the original one they said was from like ages 3 to 6, and this one's from 1 to 9.
Okay.
Because there's some like
what's the difference? Do you know the difference?
Well, this one had, I guess it's easier. I don't know. What does yours have, like the gesture thing or whatever? Like where they can slap it to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what makes it work for.
What an action too.
I'm thinking of my daughter not wanting to hear something.
But like,
who thought that was okay? They're like, the kid's gonna hit it.
Dude, but he learns that if he just slaps it, it goes back to the Paw Patrol theme song. He's just gonna do it over and over again.
It makes that sound over and over too.
So I don't know what makes it work. Like what makes it go from 3 to 1. Like what makes it works for the younger kids.
Right.
But for the older kids, they added like these like these trivia games. Like you can get this little play knob and it sticks on top of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it'll ask questions. It'll, like you can put like a dinosaur or something on there and it'll be like, oh, this dinosaur does this. And then it gives you options and they have to turn and select the answer.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's got some different things for that, for like the older kids.
There's new, it's not the Tony box, but there's new versions of things that are similar to that we were looking at for Christmas. I don't know if my wife picked it up for our daughter, but it's like, it's basically like an AI companion type game thing where it literally will like interact with you and like, it'll still read stories like the Tony box does. It'll do trivia. It's basically like a little mini Amazon Alexa. Like that's cool. Like the home version.
Yeah. But we got him that because I was like, oh, that's a cool like non-screen distraction. And I was like, it says it's for Zayden, my 3-year-old, but I'm assuming the older one's also gonna like it if I get him some of the older Tonys and whatever. So we got him that, and we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to do I don't want to be the screen time parent. Like that's not what I want to be.
You're already there, buddy.
Well, no, but I don't want to be like, I don't want to limit his time during the day because it's like a way to unwind. We do like a thing where it's I got one of those like skylight calendar things.
Oh, those are dope.
Yeah.
We don't have one, but I want one.
It was cool. It's one of the best things we got. The coolest, like the calendar's cool to keep everything. Like I know y'all live a busy life too, so it would be very helpful.
That's why I want one. We got to write it all in.
I like so you can go on there and you can give everybody chores, right? So like we got easy stuff for Case, and Zayden has stuff, but he doesn't really understand. He just likes to press the buttons. But like we got make your bed, we got feed the dogs, things like that, and you can assign stars. Like he makes his bed, he gets a star. But then I've added like math practice or reading practice, and those are worth 3 stars. And then you can add rewards. So like 5 stars, he gets a piece of candy. Nice. Or 10 stars, he can get more time on the Switch. And like now, so it's like he's earning the stars and he's getting to spend them. But it's also teaching him. He learned the other day, he's like, if I save up, I can get this many stars and then use this, but then I can get right back to 20 stars quick. So he's like learning almost the value of money. Yeah. I finally explained to him the other day, I was like, this is how money works. These stars, this is how money works.
That's awesome. Yeah, it
is. It was an expensive purchase and I was worried that we wouldn't use it. But like every morning he's like, I fed the dogs. I did this. And it's like, it's also making him make his bed and making, like they brush their teeth, but he's making it a point to be the first thing he does in the morning. Yeah. Because they just like to check the thing off.
We might have to get one of those. I've been looking at them and
it's cool. Get the smaller one. You don't need the giant one. The 27-inch one's like $500.
That's the problem. I want the big one.
I also wanted the big one, but $500 was a little nuts. I spent like $250 on the small one. And then it's got a subscription that you don't need for it to work. But if you pay the subscription, it gets to be like the digital photo thing. So that when it's just there, it's a photo frame. If not, it's just always the calendar, which I don't like. So I was like, I'll pay the $7 a month and we'll just have a photo frame.
No, the subscription.
Hey man, I got finally taking like some nice pictures. We got nice pictures on our photo frame.
Hell yeah.
My son's into he's starting to get into board games. Like one of the gifts a few days ago, somebody got him Candyland, and that's literally all he's wanted to play the past 2 days. It's just Candyland over and over again. And I'm like, this is cool because he could be, just doing whatever, just zoning out on cartoons or just doing his own thing. But like he wants to play a board game, it's like it's 2025 and my son wants to play a board game,
I bought Trouble for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
It's board games are fun with kids too. Like kids, we play board games all the time. Yeah. Dylan loves playing board games. Like we play Candyland. So our neighbor gave us Candyland the other day. Played all the time. She was cheating the other day, and I was like, I had to have that conversation. Like
that's the tough part. They don't want to lose, and you're like, sometimes you have to lose.
I let her cheat. I let her win, and at the end, I was like, "Does it feel good to know you cheated to win?" Like just very calm. Yeah. And she was like, "No," and I was like,
he loved he'll get on. We bought him for his birthday. We got him like a big checkers mat. But like he loves playing checkers on his tablet. Like that's his thing. He just wants to play checkers. He really wants to play chess. But I'm like, first off, I don't know how to play chess. So I was like, I can't teach you how to play chess. I don't know how to play chess. I think but like that's something I'd love for him to get good at chess. Like
teach him now, dude. It's not hard to learn.
That's what I'm saying. I can't teach him. He needs to get on YouTube.
You can learn too. It's not hard to learn. Dylan, I didn't teach Dylan how to play, but the other day she was like, I really like playing chess, and she's like playing on her tablet, and I'm like, when did you learn how to play chess? I think she's just moving things. I'm gonna be honest with you, but
this is somewhat changing topics, but like, have you bought like any gifts for them for Christmas that like you're excited for them to get? because so we got him. I'm excited to like actually see him interact with the Tony box. But we also bought him one of those Next playground things. Have you seen those? It's you remember the Xbox Connect, where it was like just a little camera and there was no controllers, and it was like it didn't work all that well because it was like the first of that.
Those are fun though.
Yeah, this is the new version of that. So it's like you get it, you pay like it's just a little box and it connects to the TV, and you pay like $90 and you get all the games. No, not a month. I think it actually might be a year, but you get it's like 100 games, and it's got like Fruit Ninja and stuff. Like you get on there, they can just play Fruit Ninja on the TV with their hands. Yeah. There's like sports games, there's dancing games. I'm super excited for them to open this thing because I want to play.
You want to play, yeah?
I'm gonna whoop his ass. It's a Fruit Ninja. Believe that. Cool.
What about you?
I don't know. We this year we got one of those little roller coaster things.
Okay.
That we have in the backyard, and half of me's like, I kind of want to try it. Dude.
We got one too. I love watching. Dude, they'll do it over and over and over again. Yeah. I'm like, I'm too big for this. Courtney's done it though.
What's the weight limit on it?
I don't know. I mean, it's plastic. If anything, it dents and you pop the dent out of it, you're gonna hurt it.
You gotta. There's two things, and it's two different mindsets here. One, I'm pretty sure the Fat Man's gonna bring, and it's a cookbook. And the only reason I'm excited about it is because I want to start doing this thing weekly where I'm like, Dylan, you just go pick something from your cookbook. We'll go to the store and like you can cook us dinner. You can
Star
cook
Wars
us
bread.
I
like that.
But yeah, either way, it's a Bluey cookbook though. We had a Disney Princess one and it got ruined, and we never really used it.
We actually bought Case in a couple last year, maybe a year before. We bought them like it was a kids cooking set, like it was actual knives.
Yeah. We have that.
It's like a little green set, and he loves it. Like,
didn't it come in like a bot, like a
like he's only really used it to like cut fruit, but like we buy so much fruit, he loves doing it.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is an electronic scooter, and I'm just excited because I get to ride an electronic scooter. There you go, it'd be fun.
I don't trust my kids on this scooter.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it yet either.
He can't even ride a bike yet. Like I'm still struggling with the fact that my kid doesn't know how to ride a bike at 6 years old, but
that's all right.
We'll get there.
You just gotta do it. Dylan, we just started recently. Dylan was like, I want to ride without training wheels. I'm like, okay, cool. We go out there, quitting, just constantly quitting. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're done. And she's like, I want to do it. And I'm like, okay.
You know what I'm dealing with.
I know.
The other one's like, take these wheels off of mine.
So she got there, and the other day, we didn't quite have like a full success, but like right before we finally came inside, there was like a time where she just went on her own and she did like 6 full turns. And I was like, you're riding a bike. And then she stopped, and that was it. I haven't done it since, but you know.
She's like, don't acknowledge that, please.
Yeah.
It's like, what y'all do?
We're going to dive into it soon. I've been working so much. I haven't really had time to do it. And it's too hard when you got like both the kids. Like I can't watch one and try to teach him how to ride a bike. It's just too much. So we also got him Disney World. I should probably. Like that's also also excited about that.
Yeah, we did that too, but we didn't. We should have saved it for Christmas and just like, congrats. Guess what?
We've had it for months, and I wanted to give it to him for his birthday. Like it's been itching to just be like, tell him, hey, we're going, because he keeps seeing like our Apple TV will do the screensaver and it'll just do like different memories, and it keeps popping up with when we all went to Disney World, and he's like, I want to go back. When are we going back? He's been asking me for months, and we've known that we're going, and it's killing me not to be like, we're going back.
Hell yeah.
But now they're only gonna have to wait like 2 months. So I'm afraid they're gonna think we're gonna be leaving like the next day.
Yeah, that's the hard part. So when are we going?
2 months from now.
I've seen some videos like that too, though, where families, they're like, hey, get dressed. We're going to Disney.
It would be cool to do that.
Yeah.
I
did that with my oldest the first time we went, but it wasn't even like a get dressed, we're going to Disney. We just like left. Like we didn't tell him where we were going.
That's cool.
And then he was asleep when we drove through the freaking art. Like I had to like wake him up. I was like, hey.
My mom took me to my first wrestling show. It was like a SmackDown at the Lakefront Arena. Yeah. I was probably a house show. But like we just got in the car and she didn't tell me where we were going or anything. And we get there and like all these people are in wrestling shirts, and I still didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay.
Weird.
The next thing I know, I'm front row at a SmackDown. Like, this is dope.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Talked about gifts. That was my one topic that I had. Did you
ask this question in the group chat? I don't know what my favorite Christmas gift is. I can't even.
Oh, that you've ever gotten?
Yeah, like I feel like I haven't gotten like a real Christmas gift from anybody, like a surprise Christmas gift. Like, because it's been ever since I've been an adult, it's just clothes or things like that. I can't remember the last Christmas gift I got that was a surprise. that was like big and meaningful. Or
I'm sorry.
well, I don't know. Like maybe there has been, especially like since I've had kids. Like I don't even think about Christmas for me anymore. It's just all about like what can I get them.
We're in the same boat right now. I think I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. It got to the point. It's like, yeah, I need this, but I don't.
Yeah.
Or I want this, but I don't need it. So then it just ends up being, hey, you just want to go to a nice dinner, and just spend the money on the kids.
Yeah, and we've talked about it. Like half the time, if it's something cool, like I'm just buying it myself.
I don't wait.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's a hard one to answer.
Yeah, like they got me they bought my golf. They surprised me with my golf bag a couple years ago, which was cool. Like it's not like a huge gift, but I was like, she like went. Courtney and my mom like got together and I somehow found out the one that I wanted that I don't remember telling anybody about.
That's kind of cool.
So I don't know, maybe I told you and they asked you, but I was like, that's cool. I was like, I wanted a new golf bag. That's great. I almost went buy it the week before though. Like
I also appreciate that they bought you that golf bag because then you gave me your old golf bag. Like when I first met you, you're like, I have a Saints golf bag. I was like, yeah, sure. I'll take it. I think I go to my childhood probably, and like mine was probably like an Xbox or a PlayStation or something.
Yeah, definitely when I was a kid, it was that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the new game systems.
Yeah, that's what mine was. That's just nothing recent as a note. Like I've gotten cool. I guess skydiving was pretty cool. It was a surprise that I didn't really know about. That was recent.
I knew about it because your wife tried to convince all of us to go with you. I was like, you go.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm doing? And then Darius is in the chat, or Vic is in the chat. He's like, I speak for all the black people in this chat. Our feet ain't leaving the ground.
I must be a black person because that ain't happening.
Yeah, it was on my bucket list. That was a cool little surprise. But as a kid, it was definitely a PS2. I remember waking up. My dad, he told me to go look in the top drawer. It was a NCAA 05 with Larry Fitzgerald on there. And I was like, how am I going to play this? I don't even have the system. And he's like, look in the next drawer. And it was like a PS2.
I was about to say something. As soon as you said that, it brought back memory of like my mom messing with me and making me unwrap all the games. And like I had a breakdown because she didn't give me the console until like later. So like after she let me have the
last gift.
She was like, oh, I must have forgot she had to be like, I forgot to buy it or something like that. So I had a breakdown that I couldn't play the games that she bought me. And then she had me go open the closet and it was in there.
I wonder, do kids, I mean, I'm sure they do, but in the digital age, do kids even get video game, like physical copies for Christmas anymore?
I'll let you know because I have to go buy a couple for Kason. And I want to just buy the digital one because it's so much easier for him to just pull it up and click the game. But I want him to like have the physical. It's not as fun to be like, oh, I mean, like, I guess I could put it on the Switch and have him turn it on. I'm like, that's not fun.
Here's a download code.
Yeah. So like, I'm going to go buy some physical ones and
it's hard.
Goes. But then it's like the Switch games are so small. Like, I don't know if I trust him to put it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll let you know how that goes.
My son's older, but these days, the last few years, it was really just like, I want this game. And then it'd be like, okay, you have it.
Yeah. So that we've told everybody like, because he wants different games for the Switch. And I've just told like my mom, my grandma, just buy the Nintendo card and let him get on there and
that's what it's
and pick them.
Ended up being with him, whether it was for a while it was Game Pass and now it's, he plays PC a lot now. So it's random or Steam or whatever the hell he's on. I don't even know. What else we got? That's it?
No, I had another one. I witnessed some driving things the other day. Maybe.
Okay. Bum.
If this lady kept acting up with her driving, we might have witnessed a murder. But no, I witnessed this old lady doing some driving things the other day, and it just made me realize that we need an age limit on driving. And to be honest, like she wasn't like 80 years old. She was in like her 60s probably. But she turned first, I'm pulling in the Chick-fil-A, and she like turns, this isn't gonna mean anything to anybody, but you'll know the Chick-fil-A by the coffee shop we tried to go to that time, but they were closed.
Oh yeah.
That Chick-fil-A where it's kind of like a weird parking lot. But anyway, clearly
every Chick-fil-A ever.
Clearly there's do not enter signs. It's clearly one-way street. Mm-hmm. She turns down there. And then I'm like, all right, whatever. She's just trying to go find a parking spot or whatever. I pull into the Chick-fil-A drive-through and it's, they got the 2 lanes. Only 1 lane was open. She pulls into the one. There's like 20 cars. Like there's a lot. She pulls into the one that's closed, has the cone, pulls all the way up to the cone. Acts like she doesn't know what to do. gets out, goes to, like, the person is taking the person's order, and she just walks up to the lady while she's taking this person's order, and I don't know what she's asking her to do.
A spicy chicken with fries.
Like, I wish I couldn't hear her. I was like, I need to roll the window down because I need
a light lemonade, please. Like, I'm sorry.
I was like, this lady just pulled. I was like, what the hell is she doing? And she's like, she was trying to get around the cone before she even got. I was like, what is happening right now? She got out just to make the girl stop taking this person's order and move the cone so that she could go around the cone and get out of the drive-thru to get back into the right drive-thru lane. I'm like, and I was like, this is enough. I was like, I saw her pulling in. I was like, what is she doing? And then all this went down. I was like, it's enough. We need an age limit on driving. And then I leave there and I go to Target, and there's a person just in this little Honda Accord. Sorry, Aaron, no offense.
Month's dead. So,
but I shit you not, 5 minutes to back into this parking spot. And I think we should invent something that's at the front of every parking spot, and it gives you a time limit. If you can't back into this, and it wasn't like a tight spot, there wasn't even a car in the spot next to it. She could have taken up both of them, but it took her. Dude, she pulled forward, and then she backed up, and then she went back and forth like 6 times. And I'm like,
speed limit is going to cause some accidents.
I'm like, I'm going to have an aneurysm because you like, and I don't get impatient in parking lots. I'm like, whatever, take your time. But it was to the point I was like, for the love of God, pull into another spot. Like, you clearly can't back in. Why are we doing this? And then wait, I go in, she backs in, I park. I'm just doing a pickup order. So I go inside. It was quick. Got my pickup order. I came back out. She had pulled out and turned the car around and faced the other direction. I had to do like a triple check. I was like, there's no way this is the same car that just spent 5 minutes backing into this parking spot just for her to pull out and pull it in. It's like, and it was another, and I don't want to sound like I'm discriminating against old people, but at some point you become a danger to society. And apparently it's at the slow speeds in the parking lots, not even on the road.
It is weird. Like, they don't make you re-up.
For real. There is nothing that's like, oh, you can't drive anymore. I guess if you can't see.
You got to re-up on your actual driver's license, but not on the test.
No, you do have to. I think you have to do like a.
No, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. Do you have to do like a vision test when you go?
When you get older, I think, or in general.
When you go redo your driver's license, I can't remember. I just went do mine to get the stupid one with the star on it, but I can't remember what I had to do.
I think so. I don't know. It's been a while.
I don't think I had to do anything. I feel like they look at you and they're like, you seem okay.
He's fine.
But like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like my papa was able to drive forever until he just decided, I don't think I should be doing this anymore. Like,
it's like a lifetime subscription.
I don't. You're a lot of people in Chick-fil-A parking lots. You're a danger. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was just a rant, and it was like
I think it happens over here, probably in like little country towns too, but it happens over here a lot for sure. Where like I'll be driving in the middle of the day, and like little Miss Ethel just left her house for like a Sunday drive. It's like 2 p.m. She's going 15 in a 35, and I'm like, Is there somebody in front of her? What's and you're looking around, you're like, all right, well, the Lord's trying to slow me down. It's fine. I get it. I need to be within myself here. Get out of the way. It's just like, you're just like so angry.
And you always run into them when you like, usually like 95% of the time I'm not in a rush.
Yeah.
But the 5% that I am, I always run into these people.
Yeah.
And like, to be fair, there's some people our age that also need to just be having their driver's license taken away.
Yeah.
Like it's terrible. It also goes under this category. Like, if you can't park your truck, you shouldn't own the truck. Like, that's as a truck person, I feel like you feel that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And like, it was stressing me out. And like, you Target around this time of year is just crazy. I'm like, I'm even trying to be the person that just goes park at the end of the parking lot just to avoid any kind of cluster here. Trying to get out of the way, get in a parking spot. But this person is 25 minutes trying to pull in. Like, dude, what are we doing? And it's not even like you're in a big car. You're in an Accord. It can fit in any spot.
Right. I can tell you the last time I waited for a spot. Like, people will wait for 5 minutes before they park 5 spots up in an open spot.
We've had this conversation. Sorry. I will take my time. If I see you waiting and I'm like, if I'm in a mood that day, and like, if it seems like you can tell when somebody's being impatient waiting on you. Like, if you're just being a cool person, chilling, I'm like, all right, I got you. Sometimes I'll even flag somebody down. Like, I'm leaving. But if it seems like you're being impatient, I will take my time. I might even go back in the store. you thought I was leaving? Nope. I got to re-up. I forgot something.
Just forgot my keys.
Sorry.
Forgot my wallet. Got to go back inside.
Yeah. You ever had somebody like where both of y'all see the spot open up and you just try to take your time and go for it and they like race to the spot to beat you there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like those people either.
I don't like the people when I'm backing up and they're way behind me and they just feel the need to keep speeding and just not have the common courtesy to be like, hey, you clearly see me backing up out of the spot.
Yeah. Don't
be a dick. Just let me back up.
People are so unaware, man.
So impatient. It's an impatient world. We talked about it all the time.
I think some people are very unaware. Like we've talked about it, like in the grocery, like people just on their phone, like standing in the way. But there's also people that are very aware and just don't give a shit about anybody else in the world. Too. And it's like, those are the worst people. Those people are way worse than the people that are just not paying attention. It's like, they're going to end up just doing harm to themselves. This person knows that they're inconveniencing other people and they just don't care. And those are the worst type of people. I hope Santa brings them coal.
Me too. By the way, speaking of that, I watched John Cena's last match the other night. Shout out. I'm not going to say the GOAT, but way to go on your career. And I say that because after that, a movie came on USA. Or was it USA? Yeah, it was USA. It was Peacock, whatever. And it was called Violent Night.
I've seen that.
And it was phenomenal.
It's great.
It was so good.
It has no business being as good as it is.
It doesn't at all.
You know what? And it's definitely one of those movies where I don't know if it's actually good, but I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I need to write it down because I've heard it like 3 or 4 times in the past week.
Somebody wanted me to watch that at work, and I was like, this is going to be the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And they put it on, and I was hooked, brother.
Yeah.
Like,
it hooked me from the opening scene. And the opening scene is literally just Santa Claus getting drunk. And I'm like, what is he doing? Like,
why did you think of John Cena?
Because it happened after.
Okay.
So no, what reminded me, so here's what reminded me actually. So there's also a movie called Fat Man, which I have not seen yet.
I haven't seen that.
And it's similar in vein where it's like a very serious Santa Claus movie where like Santa Claus is running guns for the military. And then like he also gives a lump of coal to some kid, but then the kid gets mad and he puts a hit out on Santa Claus. And he calls Santa Claus the Fat Man. So the movie's called Fat Man. And it's like an action movie.
It's the guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah, Hopper.
Yeah.
Hopper Santa Claus.
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I enjoyed it.
Very gory.
It is.
Extremely
Don't
gory.
let your kids watch it.
Corny gory though,
Yeah.
where it's like, come on. Like, yeah, kids definitely can't watch it.
It's like a Tarantino film where like they just get killed. It's like in Django. I always say that as a joke. It's a Django. But like where they just kill people like gory for no reason.
Yeah.
It's definitely that kind of thing.
100%. Or it's like something that should not be as bloody, just all of a sudden it's gushing blood. And it's like, that would never happen.
Yeah.
It's great. Highly recommend it.
There's something that's been bothering me and I have to ask Aaron about it.
Okay.
Are you 85 years old? Look at his hand. He has the ultimate sign of an old person on his hand.
A Band-Aid on the hand?
A Band-Aid on the hand. There's not an older sign, like a sign of being older than a Band-Aid on the hand.
That's a fair point. I don't have anything else to add here.
I had a little boo-boo, man.
What happened?
He got scratched up in basketball. I got scratched up in basketball and I left it alone for like a week and then all of a sudden it started getting like red all around it and started to kind of crust up and I was like, let me put some ibuprofen basketball.
Like the next thing is you're gonna have the little circle Band-Aids on your arms. Like that's the next step. But the Band-Aid on the hand, it like in that exact position.
You know what's funny? I literally just put this on tonight. Like, and I've had the cut for like a week and a half.
Because
I did it just because I put some Neosporin on it with some rubbing alcohol.
Because you're very pale, it blends in and we're not gonna see it on the camera. But
I didn't notice it.
I noticed it about 45 minutes ago and it's been killing me. Like I've looked at it.
Good catch.
Taking this fucking Band-Aid off when I get old.
I'm in no position to talk about cutting yourself, but that not in the way anybody might take that. Like not in an emotional way.
Not in a Papa Roach way.
No, I'm an idiot way. Ends up in the at whatever urgent care, getting stitches kind of way. Yeah,
they're like, sir, are you okay? I cut myself. Oh,
it just caught my attention, and I had to point it out.
That's great. Yeah, it's great.
Like I've seen my grandpa do that like twice a week, and only my grandpa. Nobody else.
Got a lot of veins on the hands, man.
I guess
I did. I talked about basketball. I thought I was gonna be someone almost pulled a gun on the basketball court.
Excuse me?
That happens. That do be happening.
In cross case, they were just talking ish, and the guy was like, he's like, I will end you. And he's like, go ahead, I'm waiting. And then he walked up to the sideline, reached in his book bag and grabbed a gun.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm going home.
It's a good time to leave.
And then he said, I'll meet you outside. And I'm like, over some rec ball. We talked about it before. It's like people get so upset and so competitive over some recreational basketball.
Athletics, man. People's egos get hurt and they want to shoot. I've been there. I've seen it. Did I tell the story on the pod about the flag football game where I was playing quarterback and my receiver got into it with a DB, and at the end of the game, guns were drawn, and I was like, "What? What? I thought when you said you had 6 for him, you meant like a touchdown. I didn't realize
it was 6 bullets."
I was like, "Damn, dude!" And he opened fire. He didn't shoot him, but like, I'm like getting in my truck,
like a poof.
And I hear pop, 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 and I see the glass shatter on the car he's shooting at. I'm like, what the fuck? When I tell you, but I knew not to open my mouth too loud. I was leaving. Yeah. I was out of there.
Pat's like, I threw 6 touchdowns. I'm getting the fuck out.
Had a great night.
Threw 4. Not
That's
6.
crazy. Dude, I haven't played. I have like a competitive itch. I have not played anything competitive except for like video games in a long time. Like athletically, and it's been killing me. I've been ever since you put that thing on, tagged me that thing on Facebook about going to play some flag football. I was like, I'm about to go torch some people.
Was it like it was a few years ago? We all talked about there was like a 3-on-3 league.
Was it?
I thought there was.
I don't know.
It was some. I don't know if it was some basketball league we all talked about possibly doing.
I'm cooked in basketball, man.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening for me.
It's all time PG.
It happened.
Not even.
It happened.
Maybe
It happened quick because like 3 years ago he was the only one of us playing like super consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then somebody broke my hand, and then I stopped. No, dead ass. Like after my hand got messed up, I kind of tapered off playing that season because I just couldn't catch the ball, and I felt stupid. And I was like, "What the like?" I was a big man in the league, and they're hitting me with pocket passes, and I'm like fumbling the ball away. I'm like, what the fuck? It's an easy bucket, and I can't catch. I was so mad at myself. I blame Dave.
Some people would have just learned to use their other hand.
I'm a 2-hand kind of guy. Okay, I'm trying to catch with both.
Okay,
Get some sticky gloves. It was also my right hand.
it was basketball. You can wear gloves
It was
in basketball.
Basketball.
It would be hilarious if your solution was showed up in receiver gloves.
But I was driving the bridge every week, like twice a week to play, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah,
So
I did that flag league at Pan Am 1 year for like 1 year, and I was like, it's just too much to drive all the way out there.
I do miss it though, man.
I do.
Good time. I truly miss playing flag football. If my shoulder, I got the Drew Brees shoulder. I'm telling you, it just died, and like I can't.
Oh, dude.
I can't.
I'm telling you, ever since you tagged me in that, I'm like, I need to go. I want to play some flag football.
Yeah.
And then I saw some pictures of the people that were playing. And I was like, I definitely want to go play
They'll
some
cook
flag.
you. I swear to you. Don't test them.
Don't test me.
I'm telling
you. Don't know about me.
Okay, that's
they
fair.
got those full padded.
fair.
They got the full padded grown man leagues. 36-year-old pads.
Listen, I fully understand that the people.
There's like 3 guys out there.
I learned I've played in enough flag leagues to know who can be like who's good.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not the ones you ever think. No, there's some out there that are just athletes and are just good.
Yeah.
But like, ask about me.
Oh, I believe you. I'm just saying. I can guarantee.
Aaron can vouch.
There's at least 3 guys out there that you're gonna look at and be like, nah.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, pfft.
Oh, I respect it. Listen, I'm not a trash talker. Okay, so like I'll go out there and I'll respect anybody, but let somebody trash talk me, it'll be over with.
That's all it takes for me. You start running your mouth, I won't say anything, but I will definitely all of a sudden get 10 times better.
I didn't want to bring up another topic, but this does make me think of something that's happening on Twitter with like all the college football stuff going on and like all the fan bases interacting on Twitter. There's been a couple times, so like it happened with, like again, this is gonna be like my algorithm,
Sure,
but like the A&M players kind of talking trash about Ruben Bain and the Miami players, and like they didn't really respond. But then today, Jeremiah Smith is kind of talking a little trash about Miami. So like the Miami fans are kind of responding to him because he's a Miami kid and was like this close to coming to Miami. So they're like kind of talking trash back, and everybody's like bashing the Miami fans for talking trash. I'm like, I don't like this new generation that the person can just start trash talk, but you can't respond.
Yeah.
Like we're not doing this. Like if you're gonna start it, you need to be able. And like I know he started it, and like, but if you're the fan base of him, you got to live with it. Whatever he does is a reflection on you. That's how fandom works.
Yeah.
If he's gonna talk trash, you defend your guy, but we're allowed to defend our people, and you're not allowed to be like, oh, the Miami fans are talking trash. That's a bad idea. No, he started it.
Yeah. I'm okay with
like,
that.
yeah, I don't like this new generation that trash talk only goes one way.
It's social media, man. People get crazy. Also, people take things way too far as well.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, like y'all suck because you only ran for however many yards. And they're like, yeah, well, your mom's a whore and she died because she overdosed on cocaine. And it's like, what? First of all, we don't have to go that far, buddy. But no, I'm just saying, like, I mean, social media is freaking crazy. And nobody has a filter because they don't have to. And everybody can hide behind whatever.
Yeah, we've all noticed. There's so many, for some reason, it's like, it's the reason why I hate Twitter is because it's like, it's accounts that I don't follow and they keep popping up. And I'm like, and it was literally somebody with like, it's like a sports page. I don't know. And he's got like his logo there. And he's like, you can't talk trash when you're as ugly as Ruben Bain. I'm like, you're hot. All right. You're not allowed to say that.
I don't even know what you look like.
Yeah.
Bro.
First off, like, what kind of trash talk is that? Secondly, you're not allowed to say that when you're literally hiding your face. Like, and he's a sports page that doesn't post videos, doesn't like never shows his face. It's always just, it's one of those Twitter pages that just is a troll.
They had a big Ravens fan profile, and he probably had 30 or 40,000 followers. And last year, just out of the blue, he had changed his profile pic to his actual photo, and he was like, I mean, I'm not the best looking guy either, but he was not, like, he just got completely destroyed because he just put himself out there. And then he's like, look, it is what it is. And people were just giving him shit. So you could just imagine everybody else just.
Yeah, you don't get, and it's
the South Park thing, the big fat guy where he's just behind the keyboard, it's just
yeah, that's the thing. Like if you talking like that, we know what you look like.
Yeah.
I'm crazy too, actually. Time out. I'm literally crazy. Y'all don't know how you talk trash to me on social media, and if you deal it well enough, I'm gonna look you up. I will find out where you live and things about your life. There was a Bucks fan that was going back and forth with Jono one night, and I looked his ass up, and I found out that his wife went to jail for domestic violence against him. And let me tell you how hard it was to not bring this up in this conversation on Twitter.
We did it for the Tulane stuff when they were coming at us. We looked up that one dude.
Oh, yeah.
Found out exactly who he is.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
I will find out. Listen,
I got time today.
I'm already on my phone.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing but a few searches.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, the college football's got more people. I've never seen somebody like people get as maybe it's I've just never been this far into the season where it mattered. But like these fan bases are nuts.
Dude, people
I haven't seen it, to be fair, even when y'all were still in it. Sorry, by the way. I didn't see a single Oklahoma fan that was trash talking. They were just grateful to be there. Yeah. I don't know if it's Southern hospitality or what. Is Oklahoma the South?
No, it's not. Technically not.
But
it's the West.
It's the West.
It is the West.
Oh man. Hey, the Chiefs are moving to Kansas. Did you see that?
Yeah, wild.
Makes sense.
How many people are going to be like, wait, they weren't already in Kansas?
Honest to God, that was the first. I put it in our group message. That's the first question I had. I was like, how many people you think are realizing today that the Chiefs don't play in Kansas?
Yeah. And Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri, not that close to one another.
No.
If we really want to talk about it.
Also, Kansas Chiefs sounds terrible.
Yeah.
It does not really.
Are they still going to be in Kansas City of Kansas?
Yeah. It's like 20. They said it's like 20 minutes from where the one is now.
Maybe it is closer to each other than I thought.
It's a cool little, because we used to live in Topeka. So we would drive up to the Big 12 championship games when they were at Arrowhead. And we'd go over there, and like the Royal Stadium is like catty-cornered to it. So you can just go to Royals game and go to the Chiefs back when they sucked, but you go to the Big 12 championship games. And
the Chiefs never sucked, sir.
It's just kind of wild. Like if the Chiefs, I don't know if this counts as a relocation or not.
I don't.
But like if the Chiefs could relocate,
You're moving states. I feel like technically that's a relocation.
Like nobody's safe. Like if the Chiefs, who have been a dynasty as of late, can move, none of us are safe.
It's tough though, because is it the same thing as if like the Jets moved to like Brooklyn randomly?
No, it's not the same. Those same people are still gonna go to the games,
right?
If it's as close as you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying though. Like in Jersey, like the Jets and the Giants play in Jersey.
Yeah,
but people call them the New York Jets, obviously. So like it's.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not the equivalent of the Colts up and leaving for Baltimore or whatever, however that happened, vice versa thing. I don't remember. Was it Baltimore Colts and then to Indianapolis?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, those Baltimore people still are mad about that.
Well, yeah,
St. Louis like fans are still mad about the Rams going to Los Angeles.
Yeah, but at least like that, that was written. Didn't the Baltimore just kind of up and leave in the middle of the night?
Left. Yeah. They just like, bye.
Like I remember
Baltimore's got a new team now and they're still mad about it.
Yeah.
And they won Super Bowls.
Crazy.
Still mad about it.
I'd be mad too if one of our teams left.
Yeah, well, the Jazz left a long time ago. I wasn't alive, but
yeah. I've kind of detached from the Pels a little bit. I'm kind of stuck.
You tweeted yesterday or something like my Pels, blah, blah, blah. And I laughed. I'm like, motherfucker.
They're starting to like.
Starting to win again.
Well, no, it's not even that they're starting to win. It's like, all right, the vibes are better.
Yeah.
The vibes were so bad.
They won again tonight, so that's 5 in a row.
I just chuckled at the statement, my Pels.
They are my Pels.
I understand. But in the moment, I was like, this dude feels the same way I do right now. He's not cared about this team for the less.
It's because it's the worst feeling as a sports fan is indifference about your team.
Yeah.
I think. Like, you can be mad. Like, if, you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to just be a bad team and be mad, but like when you're just like, man, everything we're doing sucks, and like there's just when it feels like there's no hope. But like when the beginning of the season
which
for the Pels,
why you can't go to a G5 playoff. Oh. Anyways,
we can't have that conversation right now because maybe we can because my opinion might be starting to change, man. We can get into it because we probably this might be the last show of the year. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Make your point because I'll play devil's advocate here just for the sake of debate.
I want to start with I probably slightly I agree with somewhat of what the other side is going to argue here, right? I'm fully aware of the problem. I'll start with that. But I don't agree that you can all of a sudden go to a G5 playoff. You cannot take a group of Division I teams and just say, you're lesser than, you're no longer competing for the Division I title. The second you do that, I don't care how much you argue that their fans could still care and they're still going to support and this and that. They're not. They're a second-rate league and they will get second-rate following and they will not make as much money on ESPN. They won't be televised the same way. It's the same thing as saying, oh, there's a fan base for the USFL. There's a fan base for the XFL. No, there ain't. There's a reason those leagues continuously fail.
Yeah.
Like the second you take away the relevance, that was my tweet. The second you take away the relevance, it doesn't matter anymore. And I fully understand and am aware that these G5 programs probably have zero chance to win a national title. That's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it for building the program to ever have a chance. And I understand what you're going to argue. So I'll pass it over to you.
I was on your side. And then the Tulane game, like, most people that watch this know we're Tulane fans. And like, it was cool. It was fun to make it. And then the game happened. And very quickly, I was like, this is not fun. And I was like, imagine making this trip. Like, it was cool to experience it. I'm like, all right, whatever. But then I'm like, all right, if we're good enough to do this again next year, I don't want to go through, like, I don't want to do that. It was cool to make it. That's not a fun experience, man. Like, and it can't be, I'm sure it's cool for the kids to get to go. But like they can't enjoy that. Yeah. They cannot enjoy just getting your shit kicked in. And then it's like, even if they win round 1, they have to do that 3 times or 4 times, whatever it is. Like at some point, they're just going to get destroyed. And like all due respect to the group of 5 teams, because there are some good ones and you might be able to upset somebody on any given Saturday. But when I watched Oklahoma and Alabama or Miami and A&M, I'm like, this is a different sport, man.
It's not. I hate that people are saying that. That's a dangerous way to speak about it. The way people are using these words to describe it is silly. It's not a different sport. The problem is that Tulane team and that JMU team were not good enough. It's not like that every year. But I'll give you credit, and I'm gonna shout out Stan Barrett here because he's arguing this hard on Twitter right now. The gap is growing.
Yeah.
And it's going to continue to grow. And that's a problem. And that needs to be addressed somehow. I don't know how you address that.
Well, I think so like you're saying that you could also make the argument that, okay, maybe it we talked earlier about how many kids are entering the transfer portal. And now it's kind of getting to the point where there's so many kids that there's going to be some good ones that just don't have a place to go.
Yeah.
And those people end up at the G5 schools. And you could argue that raises the talent bar. But also something we talked about, if those kids all go to Tulane and they're good for a year, and that Tulane team it makes that Tulane team good, and they get into the playoff again, half those kids are going to leave again.
Yeah.
And then it's resetting. Like you can't even build a program. It's like we got freshmen that were okay. Like they were good for Tulane but they were just okay.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm out. And some with Tulane is a bad example because of coaching change and everything. But it's like it happens at every school. Like these dudes, like they get a little bit of success as a freshman or sophomore and they're out. It's like the only way you can do it is to like get into a Power 4 conference,
right?
Like SMU did. But now it's like, have we gone too far to where we can't even build the program up to get to that point?
That's my concern. So I should have prefaced with that. My thought process and my end goal is always to get into a power conference. I am well aware that that's what it's going to take to ever be relevant. And I use that word, I guess, in a weird way, because I just said like you take relevance away and then they don't matter anymore. Like I think they're still relevant now because they have the opportunity to build to that level. Every team does. Every team won't. But I think you're Boise. Probably not Boise. I think your USF, your Memphis, a lot of the American teams right now are on that cusp of being able, if they sustain success, and it's going to be tough year over year, but if they sustain success and they can do what Tulane did this year and make $8 million, and then they have to put that back into the program, and they have to make good hires, and they have to get good players. And I'm not sure that's going to happen. I'm going to be completely honest. I think and this is a whole different subject, I think that's the most deflating thing for me coming at it this year as I look at Tulane and I look at the writing on the wall and I look at the way college football is headed. And I don't think that they can afford to have an off year next year. And I think they may. Is it even
that's the thing with the group of 5. Like you can't miss. You cannot miss a year. Like look at, I'm trying to think of like a good example in the American that was good and just kind of and fell off. Like maybe Memphis. Like Memphis might even be on they're on the cusp. The cusp.
They're in the same boat Tulane's in right now.
Yeah.
And USF has positioned themselves very well.
Yeah. And it's just like, man, but even then, like they're losing their best player. And it's like he made them what they were this year.
Maybe though. They might not. I think that something you said earlier when we weren't on the pod is all these guys have to enter the portal anyway, just to see what they're worth. Yeah. I think that he's doing that with the chance. And it's probably honestly, if you're the agent of one of these kids, you say, hey, enter the portal either way. Doesn't matter. Even if you don't want to transfer, enter the portal either way, because what it's going to do is it's going to let us negotiate a larger contract with the school you're with.
We saw it happen with Mackay the year before last, and like Alex Brown, a couple of them coming off the Cotton Bowl. Yeah, they all entered and they came back. But it's like even at this point, I don't even know if just getting into a power conference is enough. Because if you're like say you're a bottom feeder in a power conference, these conferences are so big now that it's like you could probably get into the ACC. Even the ACC is too big, and it's one of those smaller.
But it's all about the revenue split.
But if there's that many teams, like the revenue split, you could probably make more as the G5 champ.
But if it gets to that point, then G5 can stay relevant. Yeah, you know what I mean. The problem is it's all about the revenue split right now. All right, SEC schools are making, I forget what the number is, but they're making like 10x every year what like a Tulane or a Memphis is.
Another issue is they've taken all the relevant bowls away. Yeah. Because like say we didn't do the semifinal is the Cotton Bowl or whatever, the quarterfinals as the Cotton Bowl. Say the Cotton Bowl was still separate and the Cotton Bowl. And let's take this first playoff appearance out. What would feel better? Tulane winning another legit Cotton Bowl or making the playoff again and then getting their shit kicked in round 1?
It would be the Cotton Bowl for sure.
It's like,
because perception is more important, and I think that's what I'm arguing here in a lot of ways. Making the college football playoff is important this year.
Mm-hmm.
Losing by 30 and being told that you're not good enough and you're not playing the same sport and you shouldn't have a chance ever again.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing
Yeah.
because then you never have that chance again. I think there's tweaks that need to happen to the playoff and there's tweaks that need to happen to certain other aspects of Division I college football. And I don't think that you can make the tweaks that need to happen. And I think that's a problem. And I don't know how they fix it.
Yeah. It's just like, and I kept saying it. I was like, one year, one of these G5 teams is going to get in and they're going to win in the first round. I've said it. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, okay, then they get to round 2 and the chances of it, like maybe they do it in round 2, but it's
to be fair,
so
though,
unlikely that it's going to happen.
I want to play devil's advocate here because I don't like the argument a lot of people are making just specifically about these group of 5 teams. The same thing would have happened with a lot of other power teams.
Yeah.
If Vanderbilt gets in, maybe they win in round 1, they lose in round 2. Maybe they lose by 40. Fucking Florida State is the best example here. The only college football playoff game they've ever been in, they lost by 30-something points. Should they now not be allowed to be in the college football playoffs?
No.
It happens all the time. I think that this year, it's just a perfect storm. And I think that smart people are looking at where college football is headed and they're saying, hey, this isn't a good idea. And I kind of agree, but I don't think that you can just outright say it's time to take these schools out.
I wonder I don't know how I'd feel about it if it wasn't one of my teams. You know what I mean? Like it felt good and then it didn't feel good. But if it had happened to Miami, I do wonder how I'd feel. Like if Miami had gotten in and I'd be like, man, that also sucked. But like I still want Miami to be back in, you know?
And this is probably a cop out, or maybe it's me just rationalizing. I wonder if Tulane matches up horribly against Ole Miss.
That's also I mean, there's a case there too.
And I think like, what if they played OU, or not that OU's got a great defense, but like their offense wasn't that great. Like what if they played another school that maybe they match up a little bit better against, you know?
You can't even look at it as this year though, because like no matter what Tulane did this year, win, lose, whatever, the feeling was awesome to make it. They've reached that. So the expectation now is to do it again.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
You know what I mean? But it's like, but even if they do, like, it'll still feel cool to make it. But next year you're gonna be like, I don't want to do that again. Like we got to compete this year. And it's like, I don't know, man. Something something's got to change in college football. Like, and I'm really just playing devil's advocate here. Cause like if Tulane makes it again, I'll be like, hell yeah. But as soon as the game starts, you know quickly how it's going to go.
Oh yeah, that game was rough. I mean, Tulane marched right back down and it was like, oh, maybe it's different. They throw the interception and it's like,
throw the pick and then they go for the 4th down. They don't get it.
To be honest too, there's a lot of things in that game. I was so mad watching that game, and it wasn't because I knew Tulane was overmatched and I knew it was a bad matchup, but also watching the game, I'm yelling at Joe Craddock. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. You were calling a bad game right now against a team that you've already played. Like, you know, a quarterback sneak 2 plays in a row is not going to work.
Hey, brother.
Why are you doing this?
He's Florida's problem now.
Yeah. You gave the ball to Jamari McClure 4 plays in a row. You get 60 yards down the field, and then you decide you're not going to give him the ball again, and you go 3 and out from there and you punt.
Oh, I mean, there's a recipe for a lesser team beating a better team, and it's controlling the ball,
dude.
And you like that's the problem. You're watching it, and it's like you're waiting. The second they make a mistake.
Yeah, well, that's over. The thing. Tulane turned the ball over 3 times.
Yeah.
And they can't stop Ole Miss's offense. So it was, that Tulane team looked like the Tulane team you saw all year. I think that's my argument, is like, and that's why they lost to UTSA the way they did. Sometimes they were just really fucking bad. They were sloppy all year. Their offense was very sloppy all year. Their defense was hit and miss. They just won games ugly.
We've talked about it, you and I, like separately. Like Tulane fans probably will never admit it. The fact that this team got to where they did, John Starbaugh might be one of the, I don't think Florida fans understand the level of coaching he just did.
It was amazing.
And credit to Jake Retzlaff too, because he single-handedly willed the team a few times. If they didn't have him, this was going to be an ugly, ugly, ugly season because of what he was surrounded by.
People argue that Sullivan was leading camp, and maybe he would have played well. I don't know, but like Retzlaff clearly had an impact on this team. And I mean, there's talent on the team, right? But like, I don't think they make the college football playoff.
I don't think it's up for debate that and I said it to you before, in this 5-year run, whatever it's been, this was the worst of the Tulane teams. Still a good team, still the worst. I don't think it's particularly close.
I feel bad because like I talk to the players sometimes.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think like
they're still a good team, but like you could go player by like the receiver room. These guys are not Mario Williams. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I don't think it's disrespectful to say, hey, you're not this guy who was amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I understand players feel that as a slight, but like,
I mean,
and shout out to some of the running backs. You're not Mekhi Hughes. Like, you're not yet.
Jamar McClure is better than Mekhi Hughes.
We'll see.
I'll put that on paper. I'll sign it. I'll bet on it.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, it is what it is, man. Well, I just know that didn't feel good. Like, it is kind of like the high I felt after the Miami game. It was a crash. I put the Tulane game on. I was like, oh man, this sucks.
It was definitely a bummer.
And then I'm like, even not even a JMU fan. I was like, there's a chance for redemption. I think I might have been as big of a JMU fan as I was a Tulane fan that night.
I literally tweeted after the Tulane game, "Go Dukes!" And then I
was both the games started up like the whole first quarter, and you're like, hey,
Tulane was hanging around.
JMU drove down the field, but they settled for 2 field goals.
Yeah.
And, you know, they easily could have been 14-14.
Yeah.
You know, and Tulane, same thing. Like they go down, throw the pick. You know, then they 4th down, they don't get it. But then say they do get those things, then all of a sudden it was 17-3 at halftime.
Yeah. If you look at the box score, like the stats overall, it tells a whole different game. Yeah. Which sucks because they lost by 30 or whatever it was.
They did improve.
Yeah. I stopped watching. I'll be completely honest because I was at my friend's house for a party and I was making espresso martinis. And my wife comes out and she's like, Tulane scored a touchdown. And I was like, no freaking way. Drinks. Like, I just wanted it to be
it was
a good
celebratory
game.
to be there, man. It was cool,
game.
but yeah.
Yeah, but to put a bow on it, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do, but I do not think that the answer is separating the group of 5 from the power conferences. I don't. I think in my opinion, if I had to give an opinion, my opinion is you put more barrier to entry on getting into the college football playoff.
I know people don't really care about it, but like college basketball has the NIT.
Yeah.
And the difference is that's not just group of 5. That's just the next. So like if you're doing 1 to 16 in the college football playoff, 16 to 32 could be the NIT.
I don't hate it. But you also don't remove the group of 5 from the option. They have to be good enough though. Like if you have like Cincinnati from years ago,
you rank 1 to 32 or 1 to however many team, whatever you're putting in the college football playoff, you double it and you rank 1 through whatever. Oops. You rank 1 through whatever. and that second half is just
fucking Jeff Jarrett over here.
Is just the NIT. Like LSU got into NIT in basketball.
I mean, you might as well. I feel like right now bowl games have never been more irrelevant.
You can still have the bowl games. Just make them a part of the tournament like they did with the.
That's why I haven't participated in a bowl pick'em in like 3 years. So I'm like, I don't even know who is playing on that team.
And that's honestly, people make fun of the Pop-Tart Bowl. It's the premier bowl now. Now that the other bowls are like part of the playoff. Like because you were supposed to have Notre Dame and BYU, like the first 2 teams out were going to be the Pop-Tart Bowl. It's the premier bowl. Yeah. But like nobody wants to be. I mean, I don't mind it. I was like, hell yeah, send my team to the Pop-Tart Bowl. This shit was cool as hell.
I'd travel to the Pop-Tart.
Dude, you see the one with the Xbox?
They had Master Chief.
They had Master Chief give them, and the trophy is the MVP is the achievement. I was like, that's so cool.
New achievement unlocked. Pretty cool.
I was like, man, those kids have to that has to feel cool.
And they all get Xboxes and they get stuff by whoever it's sponsored by, which is cool.
You can't tell me that some of those Notre Dame kids didn't want to go play in the bowl game.
What a cop out. Notre Dame. Listen, I don't know.
Many Notre Dame fans on TikTok. Good Lord. I don't know if you've seen that on our TikToks.
No.
There's so many of them. And every one of them has the same response. Oh, Notre Dame's living rent free. Somebody else said Notre Dame's got more championships than the whole ACC. I was like, dude, you haven't won one since segregation. Like, what are we doing?
Notre Dame fans are just bored. They have nothing else to do right now.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm on the couch with them now. So
I'm not.
That's good. Good for you, bud. I'll watch Miami. I'll root for them.
Yeah. I don't even know who I'm rooting for. I Indiana.
I mean, you could just be a good friend. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't say I'm not rooting.
I would
for
have pulled
Miami.
for. I'd pull for Oklahoma. I ain't got nothing against it. It's like if you.
I
were
definitely
LSU,
don't like Ohio State. So
if you were an LSU fan, I'd be like, sorry, buddy. Like I can't pull for you.
You know what I love about Indiana? I just want to go back to this one last time. If you look at the overall like star ratings and like the whatever the recruit ratings are coming out, Indiana on level with the top group of 5 programs.
It's JMU.
They are literally just JMU.
He took
for
the
a few
whole
years ago.
roster.
Yeah.
Herceg-Netti is a beast. Like, what a coach. I'd pull for Indiana.
Yeah. Safety issue. Indiana's too good.
Yeah.
It's a fucking group of 5 program that's still in the college football playoff.
I'll pull for Indiana.
Also, when did Indiana get good?
It's what I love about it, man.
They just happen to be in a power conference.
Precisely
also,
2 years ago.
You're not going to tell me that like teams like Tulane and Memphis and USF can't compete with like lower like Duke. They beat Duke. Like they can't like hang with these low end
buddy.
P4.
When Oklahoma went up 17-0, I was like, you're telling me, I literally tweeted out, you're telling me group of 5 can't do what Bama's doing right now.
That changed pretty quickly. A lot of people look real silly after that.
Listen, that was the first time I've ever gone back on a tweet and been like, my bad, coach.
Dude, I can't tell you how quickly I retweeted my tweet and was like, this was wrong. I was wrong.
I didn't even.
Well, even I had tweeted, I was like, I'm having fun right now. I said, I don't know if this will last. And then like 20 minutes later, I was like, it did not last.
It did not last.
Well, it was because all of us went in thinking, Bama doesn't deserve this. Everybody went in thinking Bama doesn't deserve this. Yeah. And it was proving it. And then I was like, oh boy, it was a record set night for this didn't age well.
It just like flipped though. It was like when we played Bama, it was like, well, Bama beat themselves. And it was like this game, OU beat themselves. Like we're up 17-0. Even you're up 17-7, you throw a bomb, you drop it. Then you get a punt that the punter just was like, hey, I'm not punting anymore. And then you get it back and then you throw a pick 6.
And then I tweeted out, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot what I was watching with Oklahoma and this offense. And the whole reason I didn't think Oklahoma was good.
We put up 450 yards against Bama. It's not like we weren't doing it. You know what I mean? It's just like the punter was just like, nah.
It looked like after that material was just like, I don't know what to do. Like it was like 3 plays in a row.
Looked so smooth and so methodic, and then he started panicking.
When homeboy dropped that deep pass and was wide open, that was it.
Yeah,
that was downhill from there.
That game, I think I tweeted it. That game had the worst drops and the best catches I've ever seen. How did it have that big of a swing? Yeah. It's crazy.
Nick, during the Miami and A&M game, Nick Underhill tweeted out, he's like, this game is fire and awful at the same time. And if you love college football, you understand what I'm saying. It was like
I'm telling
fire
you.
Defense. Kickers couldn't hit shit.
That game was brutal.
Dude. Oh, man. It was killing it. We sitting there trying to wrap presents and my wife's asking for tape. I'm like, there's 2 minutes left in this game and it's 3-3. I cannot worry about tape right now.
It was like the Steelers and Lions game yesterday. They had the whole goal line stand and my 1-year-old just screaming bloody murder. And I'm like, pick him up. Just pick him up, please. I was like, I can't. I'm just trying to focus on what the hell's going on.
What an ending to a game.
Yeah.
Nuts. And then now our receiver, I thought we were done with the behavioral receivers. DK suspended for 2 games, punching a fan or swiping at a fan. We get rid of Pickens because of behavior issues, and then we get
last thing, because you reminded me of something I wanted to tell y'all last week. I'll tell you this, then we can get out of here. I was watching my oldest was watching the Saints with me last week or whatever it was. They were like at the end of the game, it was close, so it had to be last week. And he's like, oh look, he's starting to finally understand how the game of football works. And he's like, oh look, there's only a little bit. There's like 20 seconds left, or there was literally 2 seconds left of the game. All we had to do was kick off, but we were only up a touchdown. He's like, they're gonna win. There's only 2 seconds left, and I was like, buddy, let me introduce you to Saints football. And that's a very, very, very small part of me was hoping that they would return the kick so I could be like, you see, this is what I've dealt with.
My whole life.
I'm like, it just came out of me. I was like, all the pain that I've been through as a Saints fan, I felt it in that moment. And I wanted to explain to him, no, we don't get to feel happiness.
There's this guy named Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Actually, let's take it. There's this guy named Case Keenum. You're never going to hear about him again.
There's this guy named Vernon Davis. How far back do you want to go?
Well, there's a guy named John Carney.
Yeah. Like,
And
we weren't making the playoffs that year.
that's fair. It was just such a phenomenal play to miss the field goal. What are you doing?
And like that's probably the earliest heartbreak in my life. But I'm sure my grandma could get on here and be like, "How far back do you want to go?"
It's brutal.
I'm pretty soon. I'm gonna have to introduce him to the. I'm gonna show him some. Be like, "Oh, we used to wear bags, buddy." But then he might think it's cool, and I don't even wear bags.
Some people, they brought up the bags this year at one point.
But the vibes are high now. The vibes were high on this pod. It was a good pod. We did great, guys. Good
We
job.
love to party. Hope you guys have a great Christmas. You get lots of presents and get all the nice little stocking stuffers that you wanted. We love you very much.
Granny said she's not getting us nonpareils. I'm sorry. There's
Hey. Ending on some
Sorry,
non-pros.
close it out, Patty.
We didn't run out. We got non-parallels. Have you say it? Shout out.
Love
That's
you
it.
guys.
Kisses.
Y'all be safe.
Bye.
Have a good Christmas. Love you. Bye. Kisses.